welcome back to the Welshman's journey. We're still at Bath City, and today we play against top of the table Braintree away from home. We've already lost to them once this season. We lost 1-0 earlier in the season, and it will show you the table in a sec, but they are basically running away with the league. Last episode was the pretty good 2-2 draw with Hereford. They were in the playoffs. We were quite low down, not on the best of form, but we got a 2-2 draw against them, and I was fairly happy with that. And following that, two fairly disappointing defeats. Having in Waterlooville, we were 2-0 down, got back. Actually, no, we were 1-0 down. Sorry, 2-1 up, scoring 2 goals in 2 minutes, and then we conceded 2 goals in 2 minutes to lose 3-2. And then against Hendon, who were in the relegation zone, I think at the time, we were never really in the game. We were 3-1 down, scored in the 70th minute and never really got back into it. A 0-0 draw against Welshman, who again were quite low down on the table, was very, very disappointing. And then the late goal by Dion Moore meant that we crashed to a defeat to Dover, who were third in the table at the time. So not the worst performance in the world. And then we played Bognor Regis, who were 9th in the table when we played them, and managed to win 4-0. Jamie Lucas scoring in the 71st and 72nd minute, and then Harry Lim scoring 2 goals in injury time to mean there was quite a run without wins. I think it was 6 games in total that we didn't get a win. We're finally back on it now, and there's not many games left in the season. And I don't think we'll get relegated. I think we're safe for that. But if we take a look at the table, I think it was 5 games left, I think. Well, I can't even remember. There's 22 games in the season. Yeah, there's 5 games left. We're currently sitting in 15th, a little bit lower than where we'd want to be. We're 10 points off the playoffs, so unless we win even if we win every single game, we probably still won't make it into the playoffs. But there's 7 points, between us and St Albans. I think we can hold out. A couple wins will keep us in the division. I hope anyway. I hope we can get those couple of wins actually. So we're playing against Braintree today, who are 7 points clear at the top of the table with 5 games to go. So they've probably won the league. And last match we did play a new formation. We went back to our good old 4-2-4 formation, which worked at Barry Town. We scored 4 goals last game. We've been good at scoring goals, so maybe this is what we needed. So the team for today then is Charlie Bannister in goals, Miles Davis, Joe Cook, Geraldo Badrami, and Neil Bennett across the back. Max Bird and Brandon Hitchman in at the centre of midfield. 2 youngsters who I'm kind of putting my faith in the middle of the park. Mason Birch on the right, Morgan Shaw on the left, and then Harry Lim and Jamie Lucas up front. So here we go then. They're playing a simple 4-4-2. Holsgrove is the guy we got to watch out for. 21 goals for him. But Harry Lim I'm pretty sure he scored more than that. Yeah, he scored 29. So he's got a lot to live up to, this Holsgrove guy. But we're definitely going to be keeping an eye out on him today because he is their key player. And we're going to go into our opposition instructions and just tight marking, closing down, and then show on to weaker foot, because this is the guy you've got to watch out for. So here we go then. A good result today. I'll take a draw today because they're top of the league by 7 points and we are 15th. So I really can't imagine that we'll get anything from this game because they have been so good this season. But it would be nice to see how this formation works against bigger teams. We have the first few chances in the game. They're yet to have a chance. If we do win all the rest of our games this season, then maybe it's probably a sign that I should have switched to this formation sooner. We got a throw in here though. Miles Davis to Bird. Shugs off the defender into Hitchin. It's deflected and it's in. Brandon Hitchman, I think, with his first goal for the club. I mean, it's arguable whether you can give it to him because there was quite a hefty deflection on that and it kind of dribbled into the corner. But Mason Birch does really well to shake off the defender here. Gives it into Birch, into Hitchman, and that's an own goal in my books, but I'm not complaining. So 1-0 up after 20 minutes. We know our terrible defensive record, so I can't get too excited. But that's good. We're back on the goal scoring trail. They're coming at us now. They've had a lot of possession, almost 60% possession. They've got a chance here. Simpson to Bartlett. I probably should have played on counter actually, thinking about it instead of Sandard. And it goes to the box. Wyatt, come on, don't give away a penalty or anything. You're into the box, Bartlett. This in. Charlie Bannister's got to be doing better there. I think I'm actually gonna change it to. No, that's not what I wanted to click. Where's? Yeah, we'll go on counter. I forgot to change that before the game. Evans dinks it over, and Miles Davis has done really poor there. And look at the space on the edge of the box. No one's looking, and I've got to say, I think Charlie Bannister should save that. But it's 1-1. We're approaching half-time. If we can get to half-time and not concede another goal, I think that'll be a pretty successful first half. We made it to half-time. That's one good thing. So how do I handle this half-time team talk? I'm gonna say I'm happy with your performance so far. A few of them like that, and I'll tell the rest of them pretty much the same thing. Actually, no, I'll say you weren't that bad. You can be better. There we go. Second half. Here we come then. If we could get a point away at Braintree, I would be pretty happy with that. That's a solid performance. The fact that we've actually scored a goal is put me in a good mood. Birch on the ball now. We could launch a counter-attack here. Over the top it goes Lucas. He's through on goal. He's got friends with him. Oh, he could have squared it. He could have squared it. Harry Lim was right there. He could have squared it, but instead he's hitting it straight at the goalkeeper. And Jamie Lucas has probably fluffed our best chance of the game. That was actually probably a better chance than the goal we scored. He has another strike, but it's just wide. Jamie Lucas there should have been a little bit more selfless and gave the ball to Harry Lim, who could have finished that. Winger's not having the best of games. Morgan Short looks like he's struggling out there. So what I'll do is I'll move Birch over to there. No, that's not what I want to do. Who do I want to put over there? I'll tell you what. We'll move Jamie Lucas out there because he can play as a winger and bring on Afolabi. The further away he is from goal, maybe that will help. Maybe he can offer a little bit of support from the wings. Good old Jamie Lucas. He's got a lot of goals this season. We've got to throw in here. Come on. Neil Bennett, in the box it goes. It's headed away. Jamie Lucas is out there though. Come on. Brandon Hitchman, in the box it goes. Lim can't make the header, and here comes the resulting counter-attack. Ruddock. Oh, where's our defence? Candy's through on goal, strikes it. The poor strike in the end. Charlie Bannister will have an easy save. We'll bring on Battle as well as a right winger. The wingers haven't really provided much this game, and we'll see if he can do a little bit better than Mason Birch. And that Birch did get an assist. Right, big hoof up. We've won the header, but you can see the lack of numbers in midfield hurting us there. Adams, cross comes in, it's headed down, get it away, it's headed back in. Surely offside is not. It's not offside, and we've gone 2-1 down in the last 15 minutes. Oh, we're having such a good performance. And we've gone and fluffed it in the last 15 minutes. Good header, well, it's not the best clearance away actually, is it? Ball comes in and he's not going to miss from there. We're going to have to go attacking. We may as well go for it. Pass into space, run at defence. We'll bring on Boot for Bird and see if any of them can play behind the striker. Not really, no. Okay, well, we'll just see how this goes. Actually, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll switch him to an advanced playmaker. See if he can offer anything. Gali Fuoka, if we concede again, it's definitely game over. Adams with the ball on the wing. It comes in. Candy with a header. And it's 3-1. Charlie Bannister has had an absolute nightmare today. That's 2 goals he probably could have saved. I mean, oh God, our fullbacks are awful. The cross comes in. He gets beaten at the near post. What's going on there, Charlie? Charlie Bannister, 6.5 rating. Look at, Badrami's had a 5.2 rating. If we concede again, it'd be so unfair because this is not a 4-1 game. Adams, Bannister's actually managed to save it this time. He did drop it though, and I was a little bit worried there. We've just been bad second half. First half we played well, we went 1-0 up, and look at the defensive ratings. 6 for Miles Davis, 5.3 for Badrami. That is absolutely horrendous. So the defence has cost us another game. No real surprise there. And we're going to have to watch these last few seconds now as defeat looms again. I kind of wish we didn't have to play Braintree today and we played someone else, because last performance was so good. There's one chance here though. Harry Lim puts into the box. Afolabi scored. Lovely jubbly. We love a good late goal. It's 3-2, and I'd be really surprised if anything else would come from this game. Nothing more than a consolation goal, really. Good clearance by Cook, though, and Afolabi gets himself in a good position for the cross. It's a good cross, and it's a good header. I'll probably start Badrami. Not Badrami. He won't be starting next game because he has had an absolute awful performance. Unless we could have one more chance here. Battle into the box. Lim. Nah, it's a poor touch. That was a hell of a chance right at the end there. But a 3-2 defeat, I mean, it's exactly what we expected. It wasn't the worst performance in the world. We've got Whitehawk next. It still leaves us in 15th position. I'm not sure if everyone else played as well. We're 13 points away from the playoffs now, which means we can't get playoffs. But it would be nice to get a few victories in the last few games of the season, just to give us a top half finish. I'm aiming for 12th or above. We're aiming for chipping them. That's where we want to be. I hope you enjoyed that episode, guys. If you did, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And if you have any tips or comments, please leave a comment down below. I'll see you again.